guys, here we go again. We're getting this thing going here, so we got a little progress going on here. Of course, you see we got a backfill. Let me just show you something, guys. We're getting started on framing here, but let me show you, Abel, let me see those plans. Let me show you guys what's good when it comes down to a good set of plans and a good lumber guy. And when you know you got a good lumber supplier, he brings stuff like this in. These are the plans. You know you got a good lumber supplier when he brings something like this in. And he does this is what they call, you guys see the stuff in the red? You can see the stuff in the red right here. This right here is what he has done is he has given us a cut sheet. This tells us all the lumber and where the lumber is supposed to be so that we don't have a misappropriation of lumber. So lumber is not used in the wrong place. So if I got 2x12s, I'm not using them as stringers, and well, I should be using them for floor and joist somewhere else. So this is what this is for. And he even get one, matter of fact, we got another one for the engineered lumber. So then he does this for the next floor. And he makes sure that he gets with the framer or with the guy that's pretty much running the crew. And he makes sure that we're all on the same page at the lumber that I purchased and the lumber that's actually gonna go on this house here. This is what you wanna make sure of. This is how it works, guys. And then, so this is when you know you gotta, and I gotta give a shout out to him, man. This is when and look, he even goes up here to the rafters and stuff. Because at the end of the day, if I have to keep going back getting lumber and lumber and lumber, that's throwing off my budget. I kill my budget, guys. So what this guy's doing is he's making sure that don't happen. This is when you know, look guys, you know something? This guy may be another $2,000 or $3,000 more than another lumber company. But the service that he provides, to be honest with you, it means, here you go. Sorry, man, here you go. The service that he provides doing that right there will save you so much more money. It'll make up for it in the end. And not only that, it'll keep me as a builder from, it'll allow me to be able to focus on some of the fine-tuned things instead of some of the big things. So I don't have to worry about that, the bigger thing. So here's what we got here. This is what you want to see, guys. This is a really, really clean job. We got 2x6s. Now, in this case right here, we're not going to run 2x6s on some of these load-bearing walls. We're going to double up on 2x4s. Okay, so you can do that as long as you have those 2x4s, 16 inches on center. You can double up on them. So that's what we got the money, not the money, but we got the lumber to double up on 2x4 for the load-bearing wall. That works just the same, guys. And then now in the place that we carry the place that we're going to carry the 2x6s, you notice that we got plumbing in that wall. So, you know, future plumbing will be in that wall right there. We won't finish out the basement, but you will have future plumbing. This is just this is a really, really clean site, man. This is kind of how you want your crew to work. You got about 5 guys here. These guys are they're not wasteful. You don't see stuff all over the place. These guys keep kind of similar sized boards all cut and they kind of keep them in one place, which is what you want to see. These boards right here, we eventually be able to use it. If you get on the same page and everybody's on the same page, it makes things really, really easy to supervise. So if I'm a builder, man, I don't want to get 30 phone calls a day trying to figure out what things are and pick up things. I don't want to be dealing with that. So that's why you have this, guys. Okay. All right, guys. You guys have a good one. And there we go. We got everything, got plans. Oh, this is one more plan that I want you, well, this is if you notice right here, guys, we got a lot of LVL beams. You look at those right there. This house has a lot of loads that stacks on these LVL beams like this right here. Cool thing about these right here, they span a little bit longer than regular dimensional lumber. But We also have a plan for that as well. So this right here is the plan that tells us where all those LVL beams are gonna go. Everything is color coded. And to be honest with you guys, this is what you want to see. This is what you want to see, and this is how you want to look at a job site. Okay? All right, you guys have a good one. Hey guys, let me say this right here, guys. This right here. This is a nice. Everything is kind of done really, really nicely done. Monitoring waste. That's kind of what we have here. Not a whole lot right now. You get a whole lot more when we get up to the top with a bunch of OSB because you got the roof is kind of cut up real good. This is the lumber that we have. Really good looking job. You see how these beams are. And this is another thing that a lot of guys don't do. The way we got those screws in those beams right there, as you kind of see the screws in the beams, they staggered. They all the way down. So those beams, those LVL beams have to be one, they have to run it as though it's one beam. Okay? And this is what we got, guys. So this is just a really clean job, man. I mean, it's very thorough. The floor and joists rest on top of the load-bearing walls. You have it's a very, very good looking job here, guys. Looks really, really good. Here. I mean, I can go on for days and days with this thing right here, man. This is just gosh. I give this framing crew here, I give them I'm about to give them I give them probably a 9 out of 10 for right now. We'll see what happens when we get up a little higher. So I do give them a 9 out of 10, and the reason that I take 1 point away is because the head framer, he has got to be in communication with the lumber supplier. So I won't be out here all the time, or he can give me a call, but you got to be in contact with the lumber supplier, which you had the number, and you need to gauge your guys to make sure that you send for the next load, so the next load will be here so that you can keep working. So it's about 10 o'clock and these guys are done. They didn't use all the lumber. They got a little bit more to do, but you want to make sure that you want to make sure that you orchestrate you guys to come at the right time. This is what we look like here, guys. I like that. Practically no waste. You can kind of see right here. These are LVL beams for the second floor, so that goes to the second floor. But you look at this right here, man. This is a bunch of lumber. These are 2x12 that we don't need now. We don't need this. We didn't figure out what this right here going.
He said you use it. He used it on the second floor because it's 2 by 12 right there.
Okay, I was getting worried, man.
He discount. He come yesterday and discount.
He explained it to you?
Yeah.
What about the extra 2x4s for the load bearing walls?
I don't know. I think it's
Okay. Yeah. I don't think you did it.
Yeah. You don't understand.
Yeah. No, he's the one that told me, but typically, usually the load bearing walls I do 2x6.
Yeah.
But I think he got mixed up with the plans. And because he got mixed up with the plans, his way of comeback is that you can double up on it, which you can.
Yeah, I put it over and put a block in the middle.
I think that's what happened.
Yeah.
Okay. Here, guys, this is what you want a site to look like. You don't see a whole bunch of lumber. You don't really see a whole bunch of nails. These guys can pick these nails up, but this is what you don't see a lot of trash. I went through, tell you what else I did, guys. I went through every last one of these window openings, which is, Matt could probably come in sometime this week and check them all again. But I went through every last one of these window openings, and I took my windows that I ordered, which will be here in about 2 weeks. So I took all my windows that I ordered, and I made sure that the rough openings that the manufacturer sent me matches up with what was on the plan. So I crossed through what's on the plans for the window openings, and I put the window openings for the manufacturer. That way these guys shouldn't have any problems with the windows, okay? So this gives me enough time. The windows should be here, we talked, so the windows should be here in about another 2 weeks. And what I did was, once these guys get it framed up, which is probably gonna be about a week and a half, I'm gonna have a person that only does house wrap to come in and wrap the house. And then once she wraps the house, then we can install the windows, okay? So that it's gonna work out really, really nicely. But you can kind of see what we got here, guys. This is just, like I said, this is a much cleaner site. Matter of fact, a good thing I actually have the welders to come out. We kind of go downstairs, man. Let's kind of go there. And this is, stuff like this right here is what I like too. These guys guys, it don't take but a second for somebody to walk through here. And I may go get some spray paint and spray it, just make sure they understand that it's here. But I got some net stuff that I'm gonna bring. You know that yellow net stuff? We're gonna put that here to make sure, like a kid don't come in here, or a dog or something come in here and walk down here and kill themselves. So I made sure that's here. What the heck is this? Oh, I guess they put this on the floors, subfloor, blue. So, it's a great thing. All right, so we got this going on. So we got the guys, got the welders here. They're gonna put the porch pan here, which is, guys, this is where you wanna be. You wanna have this stuff because that's a dangerous little spot right there. And plus we can take that lumber and use it somewhere else in here. So, I also, here's another danger too. So I already notified my excavator. So he'll be coming in. We gotta bring a whole lot of dirt in, guys. So he's gonna start bringing the dirt in. He got a place that he's gonna get the dirt from. So we're gonna backfill all this right here up, and we'll cover all this up. All right. But this is guys, this is typically what you want your site to look like. Got the lumber on the ground. You know, I'm watching the lumber, I'm making sure lumber is not being wasted. This is very organized. You can see what everything is. And when you can see things, when you can see organization, it makes it to where you don't waste things. This guy's really good about that. He puts lumber of the same size, put them together, so I don't waste that lumber. But we can kind of come through here. And I actually, I caught these guys on their break. Man, you guys are good. I caught these guys on their break, but this is what you got. So we put these beams in. And, but once you get that beam in, look like you have to chop that off.
Yeah,
So you come through here, but that's why you have to, you know, guys, let me tell you something else. If you want to make some money, learn how to be a welder. They're doing good now. I mean, they can ask their costs right now, literally. Everybody in this construction business can ask their costs. Whatever you want, whatever you want to make, you can make your costs. You'll make it. See, these guys right here, the good thing about these guys is they correct things as they go. They don't just go through and frame everything up and then get to the top and frame everything up and then they got a whole bunch of stuff when we do the punch out. See, they take care of it as we go. Like right here, this right here is already here. You taking that load, you might have to get one more beam over here, but they already taking care of the stuff as we go. We do have to add some more lumber on this wall right here, but the good thing about it, like you look right here, you look at these screws and these posts right here. See those screws right there? They didn't leave that there. They did it as they go. So that way when these guys get ready to leave and they're finished, they might have 2 or 3 things they got to knock out the way, and that's it. That's what you want for these guys. So we gotta come through here. And look at the floor. Look, you see how clean this is? I mean, really, to be honest with you, it's not like that last site. You remember how we had to clean up a whole lot? We had to get it clean. We had to get it like this right here so we can get our mindset. Now we're not quite at that stage, but it's good to have these things as you go. See, and then I can see things like the LVL that may be misallocated. You see what I'm saying? So this right here works out real good. I'm just looking at the framing, making sure my loads are matching up. You see, you got your 2 here, you got your 2 right here. That's what you want, guys. That's what you want. Matt, you got any questions?
all good?
Man, you got to have something. Hey, man, y'all have a good one, man.
Yes, sir.